and welcome. Someone is already here. Hello, Welpor. How are you doing? First time I start stream and there's someone actually waiting for me. Hope you're having a fantastic day. I had plans today with friends, but they got cancelled. Therefore, I thought, I could make a Guerrilla stream. I could play the Japanese learning stream, game, because I have been neglecting it a little bit. But then I thought, I'm in a chatting mood. I've been having conversations in my mind lately, and I thought, instead of talking to myself in my head, why don't I just talk to everyone else while I do shit? Because I can't just talk and do nothing, I had to do something. Therefore I thought, I could work on the thumbnails, or a thumbnail, I don't know how many I'll be able to do today, while yapping, because I have things to say. How your day's been good? Yeah! My boss didn't show up to work today, and I don't know if he's on vacation or something. Well, at least I can back at work. It's just me and another person. It's like he has an internship and he's sending it soon. Hello, Sin Plata! I hope you're having a good day too. Okay, drawing screen. Drawing screen. Plans for today. Plans for games for this week actually. I have in mind playing Sea of Solitude, which saddens me. You know why? I'm going to tell you the reason. I was looking the other day. A second. Let me first look for the art of the game so I can use it as base. While I was talking to a friend about this game, because I really liked it back in the day, and it was because I like to change my character to fit whatever I'm playing next, because it's fun. Since I have options, why not just do it, And I realized the screenshot I shared had the subtitle Sea of Solitude, the director's cut, and I was like, what the fuck is this director's cut thing? And I looked it up, and apparently, I don't know how many years later, they made another version of the game for Switch only, sadly, so I can get it on Steam, of the game, which apparently has better pacing. It isn't so in your face with the message it has and stuff. And apparently it happened in an elevator or something. The director was talking to someone from Quantum something? I forgot. I don't know. And she was lamenting, the message was so in your face, but they advised me to do it this way and whatever. And he was like, why don't you port it to the Switch? And the director was like, why not? And now the director's cut is exclusive to the Switch. I have a Switch, but it's a Switch Lite. Therefore, I can't record on it, sadly. I've been nerfed. So yeah, for one, that's one of the issues. Okay, because I'm a lazy bitch, I'm going to take the screenshots I took of the model I'm going to use for that game. Where is it? It is. I have 3. I think this one was the most similar. Here we are. I can paint over. So, yeah, I was talking in my brain on Saturday while I was cleaning my room about what I'm doing, where I'm going, what I'm playing and shit. And what I wanna do with the channel, I realized I don't really interact with people much on X, on Twitters. I don't know how to interact with people actually. I don't know because I don't really have that much time to spend, and I don't want to interact with someone I don't actually know, because it just comes off as like, I don't know, wanting to take advantage of them, maybe. If they have more followers or something, it wouldn't feel as genuine. And I'm not about that. I want stuff to feel genuine. I want to form a connection with people, but I don't have the time for that. At least I think since I started using hashtags and stuff, I think it has brought at least a bit more attention, even though most of my followers are like, yeah, I do assets and commissions are open. They are like freaking, what's the word? Not eagles. What is the bird that is just waiting for it for meat? Not meat, but like animals to die. I know the word in Spanish, but I forgot in English. Oh, let me look it up. Actually, vocabulary lesson. How the fuck is this called? Buitre in English. Vulture. Yes, that. They're like freaking vultures. So yeah, it's like, I started having a bunch of followers, but they are all looking for money, basically. They don't know anything about me. Like, I don't follow them, They probably have to look for people to have business with, but still makes me sad. And yeah, everyone has like their own branding. They have their own models. They have their species. There's someone has been like in my posts, I think, because I've been using, the hashtags and stuff, which is a llama. And everyone else, they have like, this one is a demon, this one is a cat, this one is whatever. Everyone is something. They have their own branding and their own thing. It would be really cool to have like a 2D life model, because they are like really in general, okay, because obviously there's variety in quality. But a 2D life model would be really nice to have. But first, if you want a good one, it's expensive as fuck. Also, I got used to this free one because the tracking is really accurate. Like, I can emote a lot without the need of toggles. Well, maybe a crying toggle would be nice because I'm a crybaby, but still. But at the same time, because this is an app and it has a bunch of models to use and customization options and shit, I can just quickly change models wherever I want, however I want, for whatever game I'm playing. And with a 2D model, I wouldn't be able to do that as easily, It would be pretty hard. Unless I just stuff myself over or I started basically spending a heck ton of money, which I don't have. I wish I had, but I don't have it. Therefore, I don't know. They look nice, but I don't know if they are for me. If I were to end up in a corporation, which is my goal, that's why I started doing this, and that's why I don't really mind as much. I don't have people around. Like, I love having people around. I like knowing there's someone out there that's interested in whatever I have to say, or I'm entertaining enough that they have me in the background. It's cool, it's nice. If I ended up in a corp, and of course, you get a model made, it's already made, you don't really have a say over it. I will probably maybe wait. Were you black? 1 second. No, okay. I will probably even draw my own assets for games. Like, usually, if you are lucky, other artists will draw whatever you need for whatever game you may play. Like typical, you are going to play a kitty game, then you get arms in like a kitty position and ears and whatever, if your model doesn't already have them and stuff. But I will probably try to draw my own. And I will ask, because I'm really curious. I don't watch that many VTubers. I've been like looking around and shit. I like using filters because I can try to match the game, the style of the game more or less, which I also really enjoy. But I don't know if in a corpo you are able to do that. Because again, branding. You have specific colors and specific shit that you have to maintain because branding. This is like, I don't know, well, I was going to say changing the blue of Twitter, but you know, Twitter isn't the best example. Twitter isn't something you should follow. They just went against everything and anything that had to do with branding because Elon is just special, I guess. It's not a good example. So, you know, it will be like the first, well, besides my freaking audio issues, because I don't know how to balance it properly, I don't know how to make myself sound, I don't know, better, properly, I have no clue. I have no freaking clue. I don't know if it sounds nice or not, because I'm used to hearing others and it's like, are they balancing it like differently? Maybe it's the room, maybe it's whatever filters they have. I have no clue. I want to have professional audio, but I can't because I'm not a professional and everything is confusing. And depending on if you're using headphones or what else, or earphones or just whatever sound device your computer has. My screens are actually TV screens. We got them a long time ago when my bro got a second screen for himself. Well, like proper actual screens, computer screens, not TV screens. He gave me his and I've been using his as like second screen. And each of them has different colors. They vary a bit and I don't know which one to trust when I draw and shit. When I started drawing like black and white because for sure black and white. It was sure that it would look properly in any screen because it's just black and white. But I started to use colors, hoping, you know, maybe it won't be as bad. And I would check the colors on my phone, on any computer, everywhere I was able to check stuff. Because I hate colors, I hate life, I hate everything. How do I paint this? Like so. So yeah. I've been thinking also, you know, I want to do more stuff because obviously if you want people to watch you, you have to give them something unique to you, more or less, because most of the time people just play games, which is valid. It's like easy content besides reacting to stuff, but I don't see the appeal of react content unless, I don't know, you're already familiar with the streamer and they are actually funny. I think there was not really drama about it recently. There was someone who no, I don't know who I watched about it actually. They were talking about a popular streamer whose content was basically just react, and to the point where they just didn't react anymore. They simply played whatever video and just were eating. They were just eating, doing absolutely nothing else. The same as, I don't know, going to someone's home, playing TV, and that's it. That's the content. But you're screwing over whoever uploaded the original thing because, yeah, they aren't getting views. You have thousands of people looking at what you're playing, but they are only getting one from you, which sucks. Yeah, and even leave their freaking rooms. So yeah, that's just lazy content. So I've been thinking. I have a couple of koi lamps to build, which are made of paper. Okay, someone rang the doorbell and I thought the mic picked it up. I think it picked it up while he was talking. But yeah, there's a package coming. My mom will get it. So yeah, I have a couple of koi lamps, which I think I've been saving for like maybe a year. Because, you know, you can just build them as they are. You know, there's no issue in leaving them, because one of the ones I have is dark blue and the other one was copper, because I wanted to more or less paint it like the original artist I really liked. They made it like with solar, sun and moon kind of thing. You know, using gold markers to create contrast. And I thought I'd do that, but then they made a channel on their Discord where people were sharing their coefficients and how they decorated them. And they are so good. They are so cool. There's so much variety, and it's making me regret getting colored paper instead of plain white. With plain white besides because you can light them up, of course. I think I said so already. They are coil lamps. They are paper, but you can stick a LED up their butts and they lit up. And yeah, with white, the color of the LED shines through more than with colored paper. So I regretted it a little bit, like, oh, if I had gotten white, I would have had more options for decorating, but oh well. I'll see what I do. But again, you can also paint them when they are already built, but it's harder. You know, it's usually harder to paint something when it's in 3D and when it's flat. But, oh, my radiator did a weird noise and it scared me. So maybe if I finally start thinking of a freaking design to paint it and freaking build it, I could make a handcam. However, I also need a setup for the handcam because my phone is used for the model. And while this app also has a desktop app and it uses regular webcam, my webcam fucking sucks. It's not that bad, but like I also read that the accuracy of iPhones when it comes to tracking, it's much better. It's superior than webcam, and apparently webcam is superior than Android, which surprised me. I thought it would go like iPhone, Android, and webcam, but no. Apparently not. I was looking at guides for VTube Studio, which is what people usually use for their VTuber models. Because I was curious how it worked and how people set it up and shit. And there's so much stuff. I was curious. Yeah, because, as I said, iPhone tracking is like superior. Okay? I was like, okay, but this app is on Steam. Do people have the Steam on their phone? How? Or do they use their phone as webcam like I use sometimes for the thumbnails? I actually use the desktop app because it has hand tracking, and so I can pause a little more and I'm just standing man emoji, just doing faces. That's why sometimes on the schedules I have, you know, my hands raised up a little bit. It's a bit tricky. I can't stick out my tongue, sadly. And you can only stick your tongue out on iPhone because it has a better, as I said, better tracking thing. Like, you see? Like that. It's cute. I love it. When I first tried the app, I was really surprised that it would pick that up. I don't know why I tried it. I don't know why I just took out my tongue, but I did it and I was like, wait, it picks up my tongue, what the fuck? What is this technology? Have I been living under a rock? It was fun. It was cool. So yeah, I looked it up. And apparently also the VTube Studio is for iPhone, like as a standalone app. And it's also recommended to use it so your phone is in charge of like actually rendering your model instead of leaving up to your PC. Because if you had to use your PC for streaming, which are usually streaming games, or whatever other thing you may need it for, that it requires resources. And also, load your model, your PC is going to go brrr and it won't appreciate it. So yeah, they have the phone app version, so you just use that to load it. Which makes sense. Again, that's why I prefer to use my phone for the model. Therefore, if I use my phone for the model, how the fuck do I record my little itty bitty hands doing shit for handcams? I don't know. I could use my webcam, but the quality isn't that nice. On the other hand, maybe I could take my mom's phone. Her phone, oh, she has like a couple because, you know, one is older and shit. Maybe I could use her phone to mirror it to my PC, which is easier to do than with actual iPhone. With iPhone, I remember for the karaoke I had to download another freaking app so I could mirror it because it was a freaking pain. If I had a Mac, that wouldn't be an issue. But I don't have a Mac. Because wait, I won't say they suck, but I'm not used to them. I haven't really gotten one on my hands, so I won't really talk shit about them. I'm just used to Windows, okay? So since she has an Android, maybe it will be easier, and then I'll have to, you know, get something to well, not record, but like place the phone to record the area I want to show, because I bought a tripod thingy to be able to have my phone properly without having it between boxes and shit on my first streams. I didn't have anything. I was just like, okay, let me put this box over here and this box here, and the cable goes here, and maybe it won't fall over. And it didn't fall, but yeah, it was a bit tricky. Maybe I could reuse that setup so I can use the tripod thingy for the phone so I can record what I do with my hands. Maybe there's that possibility. So yeah, that's one of my thoughts I was having lately, because I want to do more shit. Okay, I'm starting to get too high there, and I don't need to go that far away. On the other hand, I've already established that I like to sing, and that's why I did the karaoke so freaking soon. Well, because I wanted to audition for a thing, and I basically speedrun whatever content I was able to put up. Okay, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do whatever I want. Obviously, like, what I submitted wasn't that good. Again, I only had like a couple of weeks. It was on a speedrun, and yeah, at this point, if I did the tape now, it will be a bit better. I won't say like much better, but I'll have more options for content, you know? More experience. I wouldn't be using freaking Clipchamp to create a freaking video. I started using Premiere Pro for the shorts, which I made one. It did really good because basically it was, I don't know, relatable. Then I did another. You won't see it because I privated it. It was like up for maybe half a day. It got like 22 views. It makes sense. It wasn't, as I said, it wasn't that good. Like, usually screaming compilations are only fun if you're already fan of the person, not if you're just a random person, you know. But someone, I don't know, got so offended that they left a dislike. It was so funny. Like, you know, usually even just to leave likes on people's streams or videos or what, I don't usually do it because I'm lazy. Unless I really like the video, I don't do anything. I don't favorite it, I don't click like, except if I know it actually helps. Like if it's a big channel, I don't really care because it already has like thousands and thousands, you know. If it's a small channel, then I'm like, you know what, yeah, it probably helps, so I tend to like more. But having someone, a random person, get so offended because of a short, a 1 minute, I think it's 1 minute, no? Yeah, a 1 minute short that they left a freaking dislike, like, man, you can just scroll through, I don't know, scroll past. Why you have to be mad? So yeah, I went, you know what, I don't want to keep this, I'll just private it. Maybe I'll reuse some parts. I'll reconsider what to do with shorts in the future, make them more entertaining. See what people usually do around, you know, instead of just go willy-nilly. You see, you know, moments from one stream, another stream, you say something, and you know, the Ori and the Blind Forest ones are actually, I can actually do stuff with those, because I have a tendency of saying, haha, you are dead, and the next second I'm dead. So having a little compilation of karma, I think will be enjoyable even if people don't actually watch me. I don't know, I'll see. Problem with shorts and stuff is that I actually had to sit down, watch my stuff, take notes of what may or may not be funny, and then I had to compile those, and it's time. And my time is limited, and oh my god, I wish I had all the time in the world. No wonder people have actual editors for shit. and they only focus on streaming. Or basically streaming or this thing is the only thing they do with their lives. But I do other things, or I try to do other things with my life. So yeah, that's where I am in when it comes to content, what I wanna do more or less. On the other hand, yeah, I was talking about singing. I don't know how I got sidetracked. Well, I know I always get sidetracked, and that's why I am able to yap. Talking about yapping, you know, because you know, I have my aspirations, and I watch others like, will I be better, or what's the appeal of this specific person? I talked to a friend who was like, you know, yeah, this person isn't that good at tatsus, which are like talking. They aren't that good at tatsus because apparently he can't really think of things to say, and I'm like, I don't know, man. Like the first time I did a satsu similar to this one, which I was also editing things, I decided to, instead of saying drawing, because I'm basically painting over, and just satsu editing stream. You know, it seems less misleading. The first time there were a couple of people. One was a friend, which if he hasn't left, he's here already. Hello, sin plata. You're still around. And a random person. So yeah, it was easier to bounce off. I said something, I was talking about something, got distracted, but talked and talked. Sometimes they said something in chat, so I was able to respond. It was back and forth, easy peasy. It's easier, like I said back then, it was easier to have a conversation where I had people actually talking to me, which I don't feel pressure to actually type in chat if you're doing something else. Because I'm going to my next point, which is on my, the second stream I did similar to this one. After I was a week without doing anything, I had plenty to say, and nobody showed up and I just talked. I talked by myself for a whole freaking hour, entertaining myself, and I was pretty proud, like, man, I don't need anybody else to keep me company. I can just talk and talk, which I think is pretty good for a streamer, to talk, even though nobody's saying anything. I don't need anybody to keep me company, I can keep company by myself. And that's why I've decided to do this stream, because instead of talking in my freaking head like I was doing, I just wrote down, okay, I have thoughts about this thing, and this other thing, and this other thing. I just talk about it randomly on stream, and maybe people will have it as background noise, or I don't know, maybe they'll find me interesting, or I don't know why people watch me, or why people won't watch me. I don't care. It will be nice. I don't care. So here we are. So coming back, yeah, I was like, well, if this person is in a corpo and isn't that good at talking, at least I'm a bit better than them in that front. Like, not to throw shade or anything, like, probably he has other good points and shit. He also sings and apparently speaks a bunch of languages, and to be fair, he's also English second language, which I can relate to. So yeah, it's good to have like more points of reference, because sometimes I doubt myself, like, am I really good enough? Like, I don't know, I watch all these people and they talk so much and they make, I don't know, funny jokes and go off like crazy, and sometimes I don't really have that much to say. Well, maybe not to say, but like as funny jokes. I don't know, there's one I follow that just when he starts yapping and when he starts insulting, it's so freaking funny because the insults are so creative. But I'm just like, etc. But I realized there's plenty of people, there's plenty of styles, and the ones I follow, well, they are good examples, but they aren't the only examples. Like, not everyone out there actually yaps like that. Or have like funny things to say constantly. So yeah, I don't need to do the same. Thank you. Glad you enjoy my yapping. So yeah, I thought, you know, there's people out there that aren't that good at talking and are still streaming, even if it's just, I don't know, maybe they have a relaxing presence, maybe they're just comforting to other people. Which brings me to my next point. You know what I feel when I watch my Oshis. I don't know if either of you are familiar with VTuber culture. I don't think Sin Plata is, because probably not. Oshi, or even if nobody actually knows, like I'm not going to assume shit. I'm going to freaking explain, just in case, it doesn't get me anywhere. Oshi is someone you follow that is like your preferable, or like you really like them. Usually there's also Kamioshi, which is like your absolute favorite, which comes from idol culture, like K-pop and shit. Like there's usually a group, and within that group, this is like, this specific person is my Oshi. And it's the one you actually like. Well, you like the others, but like the one you support the most. And my Oshis are ones that really yap a lot. And are the ones that have funny things to say and all that shit. And besides that, I realized, I like watching them because they just make me happy. Even if they're just screaming at a horror game, or I don't know, giving advice, or being affectionate with chat, or I don't know, being just cozy, or talking about random things or random experiences. One of the ones I follow, man, he's like a freaking Barbie. He has done so freaking much in his freaking life. It's like, oh yeah, I was a horse boy, and I did this, and I was into theater, and I went to whatever, and this thing happened when I was... It's like a mine. It's like a freaking mine of stories, man. They made a bingo. Like, crazy story. This other thing, this other thing. And in a single Satsu, we had a whole freaking bingo. It was freaking great. So yeah, that feeling, like, he makes me really happy. Just having him in the background, because he's usually on when I'm working. He's talking about whatever, and he really interacts with chat, and he reads me a lot, which is like, notice me, senpai. It's fun. It's really, really comforting. Like, I still have another... Well, I consider myself like having 2 Kamioshis, just like the ultimate Oshis, and 2 regular Oshis. My Kamioshis are the ones I'm like ride or die. Like, I watch everything I can from them. And then Oshis, my other 2 Oshis, are like the ones I don't watch like as much, like as attentively, like all these things on stream, but I watch them pretty often, and I'm pretty active, and I'm already like not subscribed, but like I'm part of their memberships. So that's how I more or less separate them both. So yeah, I like interacting. I like feeling, I don't know, makes me smile. just being there hanging out, because it's like smaller, at least like my second Kamioshi, because it's like a smaller channel, because the company isn't as big. It's easier to get ready, it's easier to interact, it's easier to feel like you are in a community with family, and it's easier to read chat. Because for my first Oshi, he has freaking 1 million and something subscribers. And you go to chat and it goes brr, and it's a sea of emotes. And you can freaking read. And because he has been on hiatus for quite a long time and has come back like fairly recently, I went to check him out, and I got dizzy by the chat. I was like, man, I can't read this. I can't be here, man. I got so used to the other one where I was able to actually read and interact with people, and they can read you, instead of just going brrr, emotes everywhere. So I was like, okay, I'll just watch this later. This is pretty overwhelming. I am not used to this anymore. But yeah, that feeling of community, of comfort, of, I don't know, what the fuck, of having someone that, I don't know, makes you happy. I would love to be able to be that person for other people as well. They just come, they have a good time, they are enjoying themselves, because just by me being here, by me just talking, being entertaining, screaming at horror games maybe, I don't know, it will be nice. I've never really thought about being that kind of person for anybody, but it would be lovely to be that one, that thing for someone, for some people, without, the whole parasocial issue where people get way too attached and shit goes down. And then people start doxing you and looking for pictures of how you look in real life, and where you live, and where you are, and oh my god, people are crazy. For real. At least there was a website that I found by chance because I got too curious. It was basically dedicated to no doxing. Well, maybe I don't know if I should say like doxing people because they didn't really like post their addresses or anything, as far as I know, at least. Okay, I wasn't in there for that long. But yeah, they had like people's past lives, like, oh yeah, this streamer was this other person, and they did this, and they did that, and look at the comparisons of this thing, and all that shit, and this is how they look like. And this is what, not where they live, because in the end, mostly was like, I don't know, they are in America, they are in, general, it wasn't, oh yeah, there's their home address, though there's still people that are like that. And I remember once who had to go on hiatus because they did get doxxed like that hard. So that's pretty scary. But yeah, that's why I try to keep my things a bit separate. Like yeah, I did link my main Twitter account on my Twitter, but then I took it off. I have it like on my personal, it's like between fan account because I'm really private anyway. I'm not really the type of person to go around posting like, oh, I woke up and I hate life because I'm tired, and oh my god, I hate my boss, and oh my god, look at what I ate today. I'm not that kind of person. I don't see the point on those. I don't see the point at all. I've never liked it. No. Maybe that's also my issue when it comes to, the account I did for VTubing, because usually people are like, hello, good morning, how are you doing, my little, I don't know, sheepies, or whatever, and, actually have interactions, but I'm like, should I do this? Should I post a good morning and I don't know, and go like, hello, I hope you're having a good day, and I don't know, it just doesn't feel that genuine. I don't know, for me it feels kind of forced. If I have something to say, I will just post it. Alright, 1 second. Let me think about what the fuck this is. Okay, this is a weird freaking. Maybe I don't know. But on the other hand, yeah, that probably gives you more interactions, and probably people more or less appreciate those when you are a fan of that person. That's really funny because my Yoshi, the Yoshi that has like a smaller fan base. He doesn't sleep properly. He's in my same time zone, so it's easy to see when he's up and when he isn't, and he doesn't sleep enough. It'd be like, I don't know, I wake up at like 7 a.m. for work, and I look at my phone at my notification, and he posts something at like 3 a.m. And then he posts another thing at 6 a.m. And it's like, have you gone to sleep yet, sir? What are you doing? What are you doing? Of course, you don't really go and baby them like, hey, you should go sleep. We're always like concerned, like, man, I hope you're taking care of yourself. But he's doing whatever he can because he likes streaming, so I can relate more or less. Well, yeah, I can relate a lot actually. I don't stream more because, I have to reset my brain and my voice, and I want to have other stuff to do. Yeah, to be honest, if it wasn't because I have an actual job, my sleep schedule would probably be pretty similar to this guy I'm talking about. Not gonna lie, each time I have 3 days, like holidays or whatever, you just have to give me 2 or 3 days and I'll be going to sleep at 5 a.m, okay? Just like that. I've always been a night owl. If it wasn't because I have work, and still with work, because I'm fucking stupid, okay? Because I'm stupid, I still go to bed at like 2, 3 a.m. when I had to wake up at 7 something, like a normal person, which accumulates throughout the week. And there's also a reason why I don't know if I've been streaming on Fridays recently. I don't know, I haven't been keeping track. I make my schedule mostly depending of if I want to watch another person, of how I'm feeling, or how many streams I wanna do, or sometimes I prioritize like, oh yeah, I want to watch this guy's stream. I don't mind if I watch the bot for this other one, you know. But at the beginning, because of my fucked up sleep schedule, I was like, you know, it's time, it's Friday. I'm just really sleepy. I don't think I can stream in these conditions. On the other hand, maybe if I decided to stream on a Friday, which I think I've done, I know I did it once, not that long ago, thinking, okay, I want to do this. Maybe if I plan a stream for Friday, maybe I will be able to force myself to at least go to a decent hour throughout the week to sleep, so I won't be tired. Maybe that will be an incentive to know. I don't remember if it worked. I think it worked a little bit, but yeah. I actually have to check what I will do for this week. I know I'll have 3 streams more or less as always, but I have to check for which days. Oh yeah, on Fridays, finally, holidays here! So maybe I could make a Guerrilla stream in the morning? Question mark. Will I be able to force myself to get out of bed to stream? That remains to be seen. Actually, I have the Google Calendar thingy, because you know I like to plan more or less. It's not super strict, but I like to see, okay, here I will probably stream this game, and this will take 3 streams, and this other game will take some other streams, or whatever. I don't know. I like to look at that. It's like it helps me keep track of things. And for, I think, since starting this Friday, I'm on holidays for like 2 weeks more or less. So the next 2 Mondays, usually on the afternoon, I watch stuff with friends. I'm here because they cancelled. And I was like, I want to yap, I want to do stuff, so I'm going to take this chance to yap. But maybe in the morning, maybe I could do a Guerrilla stream. Well, I should probably plan it if I, well, will I be able to actually get up? Maybe if I plan it, if I actually put it on a schedule, maybe I will force myself to actually get out of bed and do it. Maybe. Will I regret it? I don't know. Maybe. But yeah, I do a stream for the hiragana Japanese game, which I haven't touched in a month. I was like, yeah, from time to time when I want to learn, I will stream this game, you know, and I haven't been doing that at all. I've been busy with other things or too tired. However, even if I haven't been actually playing and actively learning, I have been revising and going over the hiragana I already know, so I don't forget. I even started more or less learning like the next set, so I don't know, a bit of progress, because I was actually getting a bit bored of going over the same ones I already knew. Which was like A, I, U, E, O, Kaki, Kukeko, which is the same as Gagi, Gugeko, because you only have to freaking, it's really funny, you only have to do whatever. 1 second. I don't know, like this is, wait, that sucks, un moment. This is Ka, okay? Well, if you go like this, Pa, this is Ga. If you go like this is Ku. But if you go like this is Gu. That easy. So you know a bunch without knowing all of them. So yeah, I was getting a bit bored of the ones I already knew, so I went for the next set, which was like Nani, Nune, No. Yeah, which No, I already knew back then, because No is so easy. It was like, well, that sucks. Oh, wait. It was, that's No. So yeah, for next time, I'll be able, no, wrong layer, by layer. I'll be able to at least, I don't know, not get stuck. Well, not really stuck, because when I played it on stream, I had already been playing it on my own, so I kind of speedrun it. But for the next time, which will have actually new things, a new hiragana and shit, I will have my trusty notebook
and I will be writing, because if you write it as you learn it, you'll keep it easier in your mind, I believe.
Well, at least it was for me. Sometimes I'm like, okay, this is how you ta 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 ta, and yeah. For new ones, I usually every time they teach me a new hiragana, I just go, for example, like the first one was ah. I went okay, ah, like 10 times for each. And when they teach me another one, I do the same, but then I go previous and new one. Then the next one, previous and new one. It's like I learned this, okay. I learned this and this, then go pim pam pum. You know, I think that was like my method of learning back in school when we had to learn, I don't know, like history and shit. I was like, oh, okay, so in this year this happened and whatever. Okay, next sentence. Da 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 da. Okay, in this year this happened, whatever. Da 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 da. Then I forgot how to learn. Then I think I started cheating. Shh, don't tell anybody. We wasn't that bad. I just suck at freaking dates. I don't even know. I can't even remember my family's birthdays. And you're asking me to remember something for one time from history. Forget about it. Just don't. Yes, you're asking the impossible of me. I'm sorry. And I don't know how I came here. I was talking about streams. So yeah, the Japanese streams. Maybe if I plan them, I will get up earlier. If I wonder if I manage to get into a corp and I manage to be successful enough that I will be able to what the fuck is this called? Leave my job, my actual job, and be a full-time streamer. What will my schedule be? Will it get fucked up? Will I be streaming at my 2 a.m. until like my 5 a.m? Or what would I do? Or maybe since I have neighbors, sadly, because back then, not back then, but like I've been living in this house for like 2-3 years. I don't know, I forgot. I think it's a ver, 2 years? I don't know, 2 or 3 years, okay? I was at my father's home before that, and I had neighbors, but I don't know, maybe the walls were thicker. But also I've never been like one that it's really loud at night or anything like that. I think I'm louder now because I stream, and I've unlocked the potential or my personality that won't shut up. I was on a call the other day with some friends. We were going to watch stuff, and I was like, okay, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, and I won't shut up. And my friend was like, okay, I know you're a streamer, but stop. You don't have to tell me everything you're doing. I was like, sorry. And just, I don't know. Now the silence scares me. And now I do more funny voices and more stupid voices when I talk, even to my mom. Maybe. Sometimes. She's used to it by now, I think. Probably. I've always been a bit out there, and we get along pretty well. But anyway, yeah, I'll see if I plan those, if I'll be able to stream earlier at least those days and do a bit of the Japanese stuff. How do I paint this? This is looking a bit weird. Maybe if I muddy it a bit, make it a bit more dirty, it won't look off. Maybe. Oh, let me take a sip of water. I've also been starting to drink more water since I started streaming. Because if you talk a lot, then your mouth gets dry, which is better because I didn't tend to drink that much water, which you should, because it's good for their kidneys. But anyway, yeah, this is basically my yapping practice. which is probably giving me brownie points. On the other hand, I think I started talking about singing a little while ago and I got sidetracked, which on one hand, yeah, I shouldn't, I should finish my thoughts. On the other hand, in the end, it allows me to just yap and keep yapping, which is an advantage. Praise ADHD sometimes. With the power of ADHD, I can talk to absolutely nothing for hours at a time. About singing, I've been thinking, well, besides, I made the goal, yeah, if we get to 100 subscribers, I do another karaoke, which, seeing as the channel isn't growing that fast, probably because, what I pointed out, the lack of interactions with other people and connections, and probably, I'm unsure, maybe on Twitch it will be easier to get a following, maybe, because most people I've seen on Twitter usually stream on Twitch. I don't know about, I know you can multi-stream, but I'm unsure if I should give it a go. I had to look up, how to set up chat or whatever is needed to stream it. Also, what I really like about YouTube is being able to set up the waiting rooms, and I don't know if on Twitch you can private stuff, or I don't know, because when I started on here I made private streams to check the quality, how I sounded and shit, and even sometimes I ask friends, hey, can you come over and I can check sound and you can tell me how it sounds and shit, so I can just unlist it and they can watch without people knowing. I don't know if you can do the same on Twitch, to do I don't know, test streams, even if just multi-streaming, but without actually it being public. I'm going to, what do I do here? Maybe one second, maybe I'll just mod it a little bit, or maybe it's just weird because here it doesn't have a line or anything for the shape. It just looks like sand almost. Well, on the other hand, usually people don't really pay that much attention to details like this. As long as it looks nice from a distance, it should be good. I think you can have private streams on Twitch. I remember watching my streamers have a stream where they test. Oh man, that sucks. Actually, that sucks. I don't know. It would be. I don't know if I should say embarrassing. Just having, unless if you leave the title maybe a dot or maybe blank, and I don't know, you choose a category that people don't usually use, maybe you'll be able to, I don't know, people won't notice you, maybe. On the other hand, will someone actually come to a stream where someone is testing stuff and they don't know them? I don't know. It would be pretty funny though. You're there just testing shit. You usually don't really have people watching you on here on YouTube, or for whatever reason, maybe it's time, maybe it's whatever, I don't care. It's schedules or whatever. And then you start getting people coming over there while you're testing shit and you aren't actually being entertaining. With less effort. On one hand, it will be proof that streaming on Twitch is better because people randomly show up. On the other hand, oh my god, that would be kind of embarrassing. Don't look at me and testing shit, please. Don't look. I don't know. I see what I do. For now, yeah, I prefer YouTube because I can test shit and I can set up the waiting rooms. And preparing thumbnails. Okay, another thing. Back then, I considered, I want to stick out a little bit. I'm going to draw my own thumbnails, and I started more or less was drawing, editing. I stopped with Hades because I started trying to draw. On Hades is my character, the character I was going to use for the stream, but I wasn't finding it fun at all. It was pretty like frustrating. I don't know, it has a really specific style, and I thought, you know, I'm going to spend way too much time on this and I'm not enjoying it. And my mentality, or what I go by, is like, you know, if I'm not enjoying something, I'm not going to do it. Like, nobody's forcing me, like, unless it's something, you know, yeah, you have to do this because they paid you to do this and there's no other choice. If it's something I'm doing for myself, why the fuck do I have to suffer? So I went, you know what, I'll just do what other people do. I'll just post my character or pull a funny face and put the game on the background, and that's it. And that's it. I won't go crazy about this. Good enough, you know. And that's what I did. At least I did change more or less the not the screen, but like the background of each one, and I didn't use the same pose or whatever, since, you know, I wasn't putting as much effort in actually drawing something or doing cool thumbnails. At least I will add some variety to the actual, I don't know, posing, the background, the whatever, something, a little bit. So unless I have an idea for a thumbnail like I'm doing right now, or like I did, well, for the Hellblade one, I didn't actually stream it. I don't know why, maybe I wasn't in the mood. Yeah, I think, well, I don't know why, but I know that I had an idea to actually like draw my character over like Senua's pose. But in the end I was like, this isn't working. I think I'm just going to paint over and kind of mix them together like I'm doing right now, which is basically that, you know, instead of drawing everything from scratch, I'm just sticking my head and painting over. So yeah, I did that for Hellblade 1, and the same for the one I did recently for Hellblade 2, which I finished yesterday. I really enjoyed it. I want to play it again, but maybe later. Maybe I shouldn't wait. It isn't that long of a game. Maybe if I put the difficulty on easy, I won't spend as much time on the enemies and I can get through it faster. Mostly because I skipped some collectibles, well, not really collectibles, but like extra lore and story and, I don't know, thingies that popped up here and there, and I want to enjoy it. And also, if I'm not recording and I can just have my headphones without hearing myself, I'll be able to hear the sound properly without the faint zzz I can hear in the background, because I can hear myself while I talk on the microphone, which picks up every little sound in my room. So it's a constant zzz from the PC. And when I was playing Hellblade 2, because my PC was going brrr pretty harshly, when I talked you could almost hear the buzzing. On the other hand, I watch other people when using headphones, and I also hear the fainting buzz on their microphones. So I'm like, you know, if they can have this faint buzzing sound on their microphones and they are professionals, or, you know, stream professionally as an actual job, I think I'm allowed to also have a little buzz in the background. I don't even have a soundproof room. I only have, I don't know, a bunch of posters and some furniture, and my ceiling is full of CDs. Did you know? Now you know. It was my mom's idea. I'm no joking. My room, if you look up, is just, well, a bunch of something like this. A bunch of this. And you know whose idea was this? My mom's. My brother and I had some CDs stuck on the wall because, you know, they're pretty. One day, when my mom was shaving my legs, when I used to shave them, she looked up and she was like, why don't you stick the CDs to the ceiling? And then it started. And we got a bunch of 3Ds because we used to pirate stuff. They just have a big mosquito in the room. No, can you imagine? Dude, no! there was a couple of times, I don't know what it was. It was almost, it looked like a mix of a mosquito and a wasp. Like, it had the shape of of a big mosquito, okay? But it was also kinda thick. It had a thick booty. I don't know what the fuck it was. I was like, Mom, there's a weird bug in my room, please help. And she got the bug repellent and she killed it. And then another time, another one came in and I was prepared. I was like, I know what to do now. And I went for the bug repellent and I killed it. No mosquitoes. The problem with this weather at the moment, which is getting hotter and hotter, it means more mosquitoes will come in. Oh no. And there's another problem. I'm a night owl. Therefore, I'm awake at night. Therefore, I have to open my window at night because on the day it's freaking hot. Therefore, freaking bugs come in. And because, light, because PC, my room ends up being full of bugs and I don't like it. I have to buy what the fuck, a mosquito net? I don't know how it's called. In Spanish it's just mosquitera. But I have no clue how it's called in English. I just suffer. I don't like mosquitoes. I don't think... Mostly, I don't really get bit by mosquitoes that much. I think I used to, but not as much. The problem is the freaking buzzing. You're sleeping, or you just feel something on your face. I don't like it. And my lamp is a bug cemetery. Bugs get in there and they don't get out, so you look up and there's just a bunch of dead bugs. Maybe one day we'll get it down and clean it. This is looking pretty decent. I should erase this because this is false. This isn't the director's cut. The one I have is the regular cut. It's the regular, which has apparently worse voice acting, because apparently the voice acting was made from like people in the actual studio instead of professionals, which is sad, but oh well. I just wanted to play and it's a short game so I can play it on one stream. Maybe later if I get a proper Switch and I get the proper game, I get a capture card and I'll be able to stream the director's cut, or at least play it by myself, because people were like, yeah, it's really good, it's much better. Look at the lighting, look at the voices, look at everything. And I'm here like, why don't you bring it to Steam, please? Please. Make it more accessible. Maybe sometime. Well, technically I could buy it for the Switch Lite. The problem is that I wouldn't be able to stream it, and I've taken a liking to streaming games. Sometimes I'm like, I want to play something. No, I want to stream this. No, I also want to stream this. No, I also want to stream this. I have to look for a game that I don't want to stream or isn't suitable for streaming so I can play it on my own. I've been getting so many games because of sales. I used to barely have any games because I was like, I'm too lazy to play them. I'll just watch people play them, and that's why I watch a ton of YouTubers. But now I have the perfect excuse to finally freaking play games. All those games back then, I when the E3 was a thing and they announced each game, I used to take note like, yeah, this game comes out this time, and this other one this other time. I'll get them and I'll play them. Did that happen? No. That did not happen. They will come out and I will be like, maybe I'll get it someday and I'll play it. And maybe didn't come. It never came. So when I started streaming, I was like, finally, my chance. Instead of playing, popular games, which I can play popular games from time to time. Like, in theory, Backshot Roulette would be considered a popular game. On the other hand, like, it was just right up my alley. It seemed fun when I watched other people play, and I was curious about how well I do. And it was a mixed bag. On one hand, my memory is crap. On the other hand, I tend to be unlucky as fuck. And on the third hand, I have 3 hands. on my right foot. I don't know, there was a time which I was really, really lucky, which is like the short I made at the end. I tend to be so freaking unlucky for things, man. Sometimes I count on that bad luck. There was this one time at school, which we had to do some kind of like presentation, more or less. I don't know if I would call it a presentation, with some data, and we had to expose it and whatever, and by groups and shit. And one of us had to get out and talk. And we had to leave it at 2 lakh. And I knew, even if we were like 5 people in a group, I knew I would be the one to go out. And therefore I prepared myself, I was like, okay, let me go through the notes and shit. Because I know I will get chosen. Not really chosen, it was like up to luck. But I knew. And I was right. I was freaking right. I was like, yeah. I don't know why we even left this up to luck. I knew it was coming. I knew I would get called. I knew it would be my turn. But well, because I prepared for it, I did pretty well. I was going to say good times, but no, they weren't good times. I'm not looking at those days with nostalgia. No. Those were pretty bad days. Those were nice days. Okay, let me see what up. Let me see if we do something else. Or it's just good enough. This is probably good enough. Let me see. Maybe. Wow. Wait, there's some shades over here. And once again, I got sidetracked. I keep trying to talk about singing, and I don't know why I go over other topics. Welcome to my brain. At least I know what I was trying to talk about. Trying. Keyword trying. Singing. So, I've been listening to one of the songs from, I don't know if you know about this series, Alien Stage. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I only know because people in the VTubing fandom were crazy because another person was like, this series is really nice. And then everyone was like, okay, let's check it out. And then everyone was like, oh my god, this is really... And it spread like wildfire. And I checked it out. And it has Korean music and songs and shit. And I'm confident in my ability to sing in English, in Spanish, which I don't do because I don't really listen to Spanish music, by the way. And Japanese, because pronouncing Japanese as a Spanish person is pretty easy. It's I don't know, you can read it and what is there. It's not like English that you see a word and you make sounds that in other contexts they are different sounds. As a Spanish person, you see, I don't know, konnichiwa, and it's like it's just okay. Ko ni chi wa yata. That's it. You don't have to go like kon, I don't know, koni chai wa or something. It's easier for Spanish. No, don't layer, don't erase that. No, come back. Bye. Okay. Don't layer. But in Korean, no. I was like, maybe if I hear it enough, maybe I can play it by ear, more or less, maybe. But I was reading the lyrics, I was listening to the thing, and I was like, this has weird pronunciation. This isn't like natural pronunciation for us Spanish speakers. I don't think I can sing this as it is. But I really like the beat. And I don't know, I was like, I want to sing this, but I can't sing it in this language. So I thought, maybe people have made like an English version, which usually people sometimes do. And I check it out. And yeah, people had made their own English versions, like, yeah, I translated, well, not really translated because there's an official translation. I adapted the lyrics and you can use it on whatever. And I listened to one of them, but then I thought, I want to make my own maybe, but I'm no writer. Okay, I don't write. Like, no, that's not. So I thought, and also I'm really picky. I'm really picky when it comes to adaptations of songs, because when I wanted to sing it, I wanted to keep the beat, so to say. Like, I don't know if it's X number of syllables, you more or less keep those. You don't try to link things or try to drag things to give the rhythm or the beat. I'm really picky when it comes to that. So I went to our trusty ChatGPT and I was like, hey, with these lyrics, can you adapt them to English and keep the beat, more or less? You know, keep the meaning also, because the meaning is also important. Can you keep the meaning and the beat more or less? And ChatGPT went, okay, sure, here's the thingy. So it went, brrr, it more or less wrote the lyrics. I listened to it. I tried to follow the ChatGPT lyrics. And I was like, okay, more or less, it's a good base. It's good enough. It has a bit of it's some weird things. So I went, okay, let me just adapt this. Let me just listen to the thing. Maybe also look at the original translations, you know, because the original one also had like pretty nice things, pretty nice lines. So I can keep the original meaning also a bit more. So I started doing that. Like, okay, let me sing this. Okay, I'm going to change this here, this to the other side, this da di da di da di da da. And sometimes I was like, okay, I need a word with like 3 syllables on here, you know. So like again, it has that beat that I don't know how to sing it. Like, have it. I think I wrote it on Discord. Do they have on Discord the main one? I don't know. I don't think so. But yeah, basically, I don't know if it goes ha ya ya ya. It isn't ha ya ya, you know. So I was like, okay, I need a word with 3 syllables on here. ChatGPT, give me options. Give me options that would fit. And he went, sure, here you have. Which sometimes it was like, okay, I need 3 syllables. And he gave me words that had 2. And I was like, can you count? Can you freaking count? And I went, these have 2. Can you give me 3? Yeah, sure. And it gives me one with 3 and the other with 2. And I'm like, well, at least the first one is perfect for what I need. But ChatGPT, please. I thought you were better than this. So yeah, I kept working on those. And I got to a version I really liked to sing, which I've been practicing. So then I went, you know, where do I get instrumental? What do people do with covers? There's another issue. I don't know how people approach covers when it comes to the instrumentals, because, you know, sometimes it's like, instrumental by this person, and it's like, did they commission that person? Did they ask them to collab? Did they... I don't know, how do they get in contact? Is it super expensive? Is it affordable? How does this work? I need a guide. I need a guide. Because I don't know, I want to sing, I want to do covers, but I don't know if I can afford actually asking people for instrumentals, you know? That seems a bit out there. But I was looking earlier today around, you know, more covers, English covers of this song. And there were people, this looks a bit muddy. There were people who, well, the original also had like the instrumental available as it was. You went to the description, you had a link, you know, instrumental here without the voices. And I was like, oh, can I use this? And I went looking again for people doing the cover. And I noticed that some actually used the original one. Therefore, it means I could just easily record what I want and use the original track for the back, for music. And I could actually make a proper cover, more or less proper. I don't know how the audio mixing will go, because I've never mixed anything in my freaking life and I still struggle with OBS freaking audio. But maybe, there's that possibility. So I've been thinking about it. And I've been even practicing, since I was alone at work, I started singing. When there's nobody around, I just go, okay, I'm going to listen to music and freaking sing my heart out because nobody can listen to me, haha. And I can practice. So maybe sometime soonish. I have to check how to properly record it. Like, you know, to clean the audio later. At least, luckily, if I'm not playing anything hardcore on my PC, it isn't like going brrrr, like with Hellblade or whatever. I know. I was watching another people's behind the scenes thing for their what was it, the debut video which it was like paper puppets, cutouts, and they were making voiceovers and shit, like oh, pa, It was fun. It was pretty fun. Okay, it was freaking amazing when they debuted it. Like people really loved it. It wasn't like a lore video, animation or music or whatever, a story. It was pretty silly, but it was enjoyable. So they posted the behind the scenes, and apparently to record the lines, they put a cloth. I don't know, which was maybe a sweater or something, over their head and over the mic. To kind of isolate the sound. I don't know if I want to record me singing to get a clear sound. Maybe I should do something similar. I don't know. Maybe I have to try. Okay, how is this looking? Should I try to shade the head a little bit? So maybe I don't know if the head looks a bit too big or a bit too displaced. Maybe let's try a thingy. 1 second. Maybe undo this. Maybe I can move this. Maybe I close. Maybe I may get a semblance, even if I have this cut. Maybe it will look better there. Maybe. Let's try. Ah, shit. I have to move also the thing I painted over. 1 second. Move. Where do you move? There. Maybe. Over here. Yeah. Maybe. More or less. And then I had to paint over this, and I had to repaint it. Is it worth it? Should I? Is the question. Or maybe... how much of a perfectionist am I? That is the question. How much of a perfectionist am I? I'm not sure. On one hand, I think it would look better. On the other hand, I don't think people really care about it being a little bit off. On the other hand, do I care enough? I'm going to maybe a really rough draft to see how we do. Maybe to get a feel if it's worth it or not. So yeah, I was talking about singing. I was talking about my unrealistic expectations of when we have 100 subs, I'll do another arcade karaoke. Haha, and I'm stuck at 20 something. Maybe I should bring it back to 50. Maybe. Yeah, because 30 will be like 2 more and it will be done. So maybe 50. I don't know if people care enough. It's really funny because it has quite a lot of views in comparison to others, but also the like average time is like 30 seconds, which makes sense. No. The problem with that one was that while I tested, the music and my voice were like synced, but then when I did a stream, it wasn't synced and it's a little bit off, and it sucks. And also the songs I sang were a bit like more personal or more like up my alley instead of I'm going to sing this popular song that everyone is singing. Like, what was that? I think it was Overdose. A lot of VTubers have sung that one. Overdose. And I don't know, some other ones. I just sang the ones from my favorite artist. And because it was my first karaoke, I wanted to have fun. And a friend was like, hey, I like your lower register when singing. Yeah, your higher one is nice, but your lower one is also nice. And I was like, oh, really? I wasn't sure. I've never been that confident in my lower register voice when singing. But thank you. And so I sang the songs from that artist, which has, it's a guy and it has a really deep voice. I went like, fuck it, I'm going to sing them to my heart's content because I can and I want to and it makes me happy. And so I did. And I think I sounded nice. And I've been really enjoying singing in a lower register voice. And for this one, the one I have in mind, Cure from Alien Stage, I was practicing and the singers are guys and therefore they have deeper voices. I sang them on like a lower register voice. It sounded nice. It sounded pretty nice. I thought, I'm going to try and do it on a higher register. A register that will be more, not really, I wouldn't say like comfortable to me. I don't know how to say it because maybe easier or I don't know. It's not like the lower one is forced. It's just that, my voice isn't like deep, like that deep, I can go so pretty high. I don't know. I tried it, but it was awkward. I wasn't vibing with it. It was like, I don't know, it's harder for me to keep the register or the notes or the key like consistent without sounding, I don't know, like a dying chicken or something. It sounded a bit off. So I just follow my original plan of going for a lower register song. Well, song, more like singing. Well, maybe for backup vocals I can go like higher and lower and to give it texture. We'll see. I have no fucking clue about mixing shit when it comes to audio, on cleaning shit. So that will be an experiment and it will fail and I won't care. I won't care. I'm getting XP wins, which is all that matters. Okay, is this worth it? Is it? To me, if I put everything here, what is this? What is that? Okay, maybe. Yeah, I think it actually looks better. Yeah, it looks more aligned. And I have to clean shit up. Oh my god. How long have I been yapping, by the way? When did I start? 8:37. When the fuck did I start? I forgot. At 7:15. So it's been an hour and 15 minutes. Okay. Good enough. Well, good enough. It's not like I'm going to leave right now. I think, yeah, I'll clean this up properly. Instead of painting over, I'm going to actually make this better. I'm going. My Guerrilla stream. I was thinking maybe I would be able to do two thumbnails. This one and the one for One Shot, which is another game I want to play. Because long ago I saw Markiplier play it and apparently it had multiple endings and he didn't finish it, and I was hoping always like maybe he'll finish it, maybe Markiplier, please, I want to know what's next, and he never went back to it. So I thought, I can play it by myself so I can get the full freaking story finally. Yay. So that's another game we are playing this week. This week I just had to prepare the thumbnail for it, which I'll do. Okay, let me actually check when do I have things planned. I haven't posted the schedule because I haven't done it yet, but I think I'm going to stream on Wednesday, on Thursday, and I'll see about when do I do a third one. Since this thumbnail I'll finish it like I finish it, by today it will be finished. And I also have Kingdom Hearts because that's going to be a constant game for each week because it's a long game. Maybe if I leave One Shot for like the end of the week, I'll have plenty of time to prepare the actual thumbnail. Probably. I'll probably do that. I'll move shit around. Yeah, because Kingdom Hearts I'll play for 2-3 hours. I don't know. I think it will depend on how much each world takes me. I don't know if I should actually I do 1 word per stream or more, because some of them you like go back and forth sometimes. I don't know. Let's see. We'll see. I'm unsure. Okay, let's paint over here. Fuck. No, why no? White, no, white, not white. Let me, I have my notes for things to talk about maybe. Which, last time when I was talking to nobody, I had ideas of what I was going to talk about, but I didn't actually write them down in a visible, well, I had them on on my phone, in notes on my phone, but if I have my model app, I can check my notes. So I had to, more or less remember topics I wanted more or less to talk about. And it went well anyway, because I got sidetracked as always. I just make a list to get the ball rolling, because I know I will end up talking about other shit. It's just, just in case. A friend told me, oh yeah, this person for their Zatsudans, they usually make a list of things they want to talk about, so they have topics to talk about. And I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense. That's pretty smart. I should do that. So this time I was like, just in case, I don't know, I run out of ideas, instead of talking about dreams, which I did last time. Weird dreams I had when I was little. Maybe, I don't know, I'll keep a more consistent theme. Which brings me to the next part. Yeah, I have my notes here about VTubers. There's so many. Holy shit. Since I started using the tags, and I took a peek at the EN VTuber uprising and all that shit. There's so many everywhere. Wow. Well, it makes sense that there's that many, but I don't know. I was really, really surprised. Like, wow, the competition is fierce. Well, not really competition, but there's so many. Like, how do people actually, stand out against others? Well, actually, it's more or less like regular streamers if you think about it. Like, there's ones that are really, really big, and there's ones that are really, really small, and sometimes they don't break through. I kept getting recommended on YouTube videos about how to grow your channel on 2027. Not 27, no. Not 27, future vision. On 2024, do this and do that. And it's like, yeah, cool, but this I think only applies to actual regular videos, no people who stream. Making a thumbnail that pops, that could get people interested. It's like, yeah, but if I'm doing a stream, I can really prepare what the content is going to be, because it's live. I can try more or less to make it, I don't know, nice. I'm trying to follow what I see other people do for their thumbnails, which usually entails their face and the game in the background. And sometimes they I don't know, add a quote like, oh, I can't believe this happened, or oh my god, we're going to do this. I do what I can. But there's so many. But yeah, and notice Twitch. It was Twitch everywhere. Everyone using Twitch. On the other hand, yeah, as I said, trying to interact with people out of nowhere is a bit, how do you interact with people out of nowhere without coming off as, I don't know, trying to take advantage of them? It's weird, it's hard. I don't know how to socially interact with people that way. I wish I was able to just, hello, how are you doing? Do you want to collab with someone to play with? But I don't think random people will appreciate a random person like me, which doesn't really have a basis. Coming into their DMs like, hey, do you want to collab? Or at the very least, I should watch them to see how they are about, instead of, oh, you look cool, want you to do something with me? That wouldn't make sense. Then again, I don't have time. If I want to watch my stuff, I want to do my stuff, and I want to, I don't know what else I want to do. It's hard. And models, and branding, and shit. And yeah, about branding, I think what I do about changing my model this much is pretty unusual, because again, branding. I am this character and I'm this this thing and I'm a demon and I do that other thing, I'm a fairy and I'm etc. 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 If I'm going to justify myself changing this much, I'm going to say I'm a shape-shifting demon from space. Why from space? Because of my name. Because of Stardust. Because when I started, I was like, okay, I need a name. Duran, which is a variation of a nickname I usually use. I was like, okay, I don't know names, I'm going to just make a remix using the letters of my regular nickname for this. So I came up with Duran. And then I thought, okay, I need a short name. And my thought process was, nobody's going to be here at the beginning. Yes, it's a given. Like, nobody knows you. Like, you're lucky. Maybe someone will look up something and they will see you. Why isn't it painting here? What?
Because this is below. Okay.
It makes sense. So instead of, I don't know, going, I'm talking to nobody. Oh, I'm so alone. Oh my God, nobody's watching. I was like, you know what? You know what's always around? Dust. I'm going to talk to dust. But calling people specks of dust is a bit, I don't know, it doesn't sound nice. And I thought, what are we made of? Stardust. We're made of stars, which sounds much better. And that's how it all began. And I went, what, I'm going to be called Ruran Stardust, and I'm going to speak to speck of dust. I always have an audience, even if that audience is microorganisms. Coming through, floating through, and some people are allergic to them. Because I'm here to have fun and to get experience. So that's how it started. But yeah, I really wanted to so originally the model was much simpler. You can see it on my first streams. I had the longer hair. I would consider this actual model, this version, like the main one, the canon one, the chill. I'm here to chill, to do absolutely nothing, to just hang out, But it started because I got this app had like loot boxes for accessories and clothes and so. And I was like, this outfit is nice. I want it. But isn't this a bit expensive? But then it was like, oh, you get a bunch of items, you don't get just one. So I went, okay, I'm just going to roll for it. Why not? It's not that expensive. Well, it's really funny. I don't know if it's an iPhone thing, I don't know if it's a Europe thing, but you have taxes when you buy shit on phone, like microtransactions. But the funny thing is, you get taxes like after like €1. If something is more expensive than €1, that's when you see, I don't know, $5.99 instead of just 5. But if it's 1, it's just 1. You don't get 1.20. So if I were to buy gems, which is what you use, from like €5, it will be more expensive than buying gems €1 at a time. So I started buying €1. €1 worth of gems at a time, because it will be cheaper than buying more at once. If I can save money, I will save money. So I got this outfit, and originally, besides the outfit, I also got this hair, because this hair wasn't available in the regular options for whatever reason, which made me sad because I really like it. I chose the other one because I don't know, the male. There's male and female options, and you can use either, but you can tell that some of the female hairstyles aren't adapted to the male head, the clip sometimes. But yeah, I chose the longer one because it looked nice, and it looked more or less similar with what I had in real life, and it looked nice with other accessories. But then I got this hair, and I was like, oh, I like this one, spiky, really like it. And then I got the outfit, and I started to get the idea, like, oh, horns. And because of this hair, I also got the ears. because with the longer hair, the ears were a bit like too much. It sticked out like too much. But with these horns and this hair, the ears like keep the model balanced, you know? So I was like, you know what? I'm going to be a demon from space. I'm going to justify me being able to change my model because I can shapeshift. That's it. That's it. That's my lore. I come here, I play games, and I'm going to mix with whatever I'm playing by shapeshifting, because shapeshifting solves all problems. That's my lore. I don't care about anything else. And I use filters sometimes for certain games so it doesn't stick out like a sore thumb like I did for
Backshot Roulette, which I really liked.
Mixing filters for. I need to look for more. I want more filters. I like looking through filters. They have more options. And I did a similar thing for the Refined Self game. Oh, it's hot in my room. I'm dying a bit. I think we're almost done though. One second. Let me. Tippy. Maybe from here. Because yeah, the protagonist has black hair and a black feather body. And I can't really mix that as properly or as good. Good enough? Maybe? Let me get this lock of hair. So it doesn't look that stuck on. I'm tired. I'm a bit tired actually. I'm mostly tired because I forgot to have. What's the freaking name for when you have a snack in the afternoon? I don't know if you have an actual English term for it. Because you know, in the morning it's like breakfast, then it's lunch, and there's dinner. But is there something for the afternoon? I like in Spain we have merendar, you know. But in English, I don't know. I think it's usually like afternoon tea when you're British. But I don't know if that's like a thing or it's just an afternoon snack. Maybe. So yeah, I didn't get any of those, so I'm hungry.
I should have gotten something to eat, but I haven't. And so it's almost 9 and I'm hungry. Okay, let's see.
I think. Yeah. Should I shade? Like around, like maybe darken it like the protagonist. Let me do a quick draft.
Okay, complicated shit.
Oh no. I don't know. I'm sure my mic picked up my mom sneezing. I think it went up for a bit, but then it stopped. Let's see. Well, I can change the color later. Maybe multiply. I'm bringing that a little bit. Like for the Kingdom Hearts thumbnail, I put the model on the side, looking up like Sora on one screenshot, and I painted over so it had highlights and it wasn't freaking flat as fuck. Which, by the way, I got a game called Metal Singer. No, wait. What was it? It was something Metal Singer. One moment. Metal Hellsinger. Yes, not Metal Singer. Metal Hellsinger. So I was preparing the model for it. And the protagonist has red skin. And you can have, as you can see, colored skin in this app. However, the red is freaking flat as fuck. If it had actual proper shading, then maybe I would use it. But it doesn't, so sadly I will use regular skin color. For that one, I was sad. I have the horns. I have the wings. But I don't have the skin. And also the protagonist doesn't really have hair. He just has a bunch of horns. Is this worth it? No, I think... No, we did this. We did this, we do this. We crop this, trim by selection. And we save this. Maybe... I don't know if I should cut it. Make it smaller. How big is this canvas, by the way? Canvas size. Okay, thumbnails are usually... 1 second. To canvas resolution maybe? Oh yeah, it's the same. I'm thinking... I don't know if I should paint over the title and then look for the actual title separately and put it bigger on here, because otherwise I don't know if it seems a bit small and empty. I'm sure. I'm unsure. What I should do though is wait, let me bring this back so I can have the full screen. Maybe... oh fuck, I have a problem. Wait. Maybe it isn't that big of an issue. Maybe it will be. Oh shit.
I should have edited the colors of the thing before I painted over it.
Filter. Let me see. Color brightness. Contrast. Maybe depth. There's depth. Oh! Wait. I have an idea. You know, usually I will do this on Photoshop. So I can actually use adjustment layers. But I'm feeling lazy. So I'm just going to duplicate it and mask it. Maybe bring down the depth. Maybe also the brightness. Yeah, you can see I painted over here. Wait, let me write down actually this so I can also apply it to the bits I painted over. -8 plus 37 and -16 no 66. You don't see it, but it's here. It's here, okay. You don't see the menu, but it's here. Then okay, and then this is what I painted over. Have I painted over other areas? Yes. Then I'm going to merge this. Go filter, brightness, contrast. -8 plus 37 and -66. 86. Okay. Because I painted. Well, I still have. One second. I'm thinking thoughts. I should actually make a copy of that one too before I edit it. Well, not edit it, but I edit it. Otherwise, the neck will be a bit weird. Color adjustments, brightness, -8. Plus 37. -66. -66. There we go. Then I can do this. I can mask this. So I only apply it over where it needs to actually go. Which is over the head, maybe? Wait, no, no. I don't know my colors. Black. Black over here for the hair. Tiki. Here for this. Well, and here. Here. If I was smarter, I would have made the thing like separated instead of this, whatever this is. I know that people will care, don't worry. Well, actually, while this is masking, I can just... Tiki. Maybe. maybe more or less. You're hearing music, my Satsu music. Fun fact, I don't hear it. I've been talking in silence for however long I've been streaming. Because I actually have the music like as a source. So it's like, load this file on this screen. But I don't hear it, same as my intro and outro, I don't hear them. I could have, I don't know, played Mario music in the background, but I didn't. For some reason. I'm sitting in silence, like a mad person. Okay, now the neck, I have my phone more or less in the way. Because for the wings of this model to, you know, don't get cropped and the model to be a decent size, I had to instead of have my phone vertically, I had to have it horizontally, and therefore it's a bit on the way of my screen. On the lower side, more or less, you can see my, yeah, so it's like, yeah, this is the part I don't really see because there's stuff. There's my phone. Okay, now if I mask the eyes, for a minute I thought, you know, the protagonist has fully red eyes. I could paint over them so I look more similar, but at the same time it wouldn't be true to the model I will be using. So I'm just going to leave them as they are. Red. I have to look at filters for when I play the game. Yeah, so I look more similar. Same with, I don't know what I'll do for one shot. That one is more pixely. So, well, maybe color wise, like the vibrancy, I can make it more or less similar. We'll see. It's always fun looking through filters and mixing shit. I love editing shit. I love colors. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Let's see. Let me put everything in folders. Print account. Well, since this I can just put it there and put it up there, and that's like the before and after. Oh, I can see like there's weird shit going on here. Nobody can see it, but I can. Fuck. Yeah, you don't like that. Let me then paint it black. Fuck. I could see some shadows. You can only see it when you go like back and forth with the layers, but I could see them. And therefore they bothered me, even though I was unaware of them. Like these ones here. Nobody will be able to tell there are shadows from you know, that far away, but still, they bother me. Is this good enough? Is this good enough? Yeah. I could have made my own hair more flowy, but let's just keep it true to the model. And therefore we have a dumb thumbnail. And therefore I still have to prepare the freaking schedule. And therefore I still have to make a pose. A stupid pose. For the schedule picture. But this one is done. Let me save. And I've been jabbing. Have I jabbed over everything I wanted to jab? Partially. 80%, which is good enough. This is
Sea of Solitude.
Solitude, no. Solitude. And then we go canvas. Canvas execution. Small. And then we go save as, and we have a thumbnail. And I'll be able to prepare the waiting room for later. Let's go to the main, since we are already done here. Main. You know how. Colors everywhere. Let me bring this here. And this here. And this here we stretch. I've been yapping for what? How many? How much? How much hours? Almost 2 hours. The power of yapping by myself with some encouragement from my dear chat. I'm going to drink water. 1 second, let me mute. Holy shit, why does this have like 12 views? What? Oh, maybe... I don't know. Maybe it's people coming in and going out. I don't know. I wasn't expecting anybody, not gonna lie. Maybe my friend. But that was it. Maybe a friend. So... yeah, I prepared the schedule for the week. So I just have to post my character. So... there's no need. I don't. Why is the music? Okay, I stopped it again. Yeah, I know people sometimes you just use all the same picture or they don't use pictures at all for the schedules. But I want to, you know, a bit of variety. Stand out a little bit. And also to show off a bit of maybe the model I use on one of stream of the week. So I prepared that, but yeah, I'll stream as I've mentioned on Wednesday. Third time's the charm. On Wednesday, on Thursday, and I'll see about the last one. But yeah, we'll play Sea of Solitude, which will be a one shot because it's like a 3-hour game. We'll play one shot, which is a longer game. I don't know. Some people say it's like 6 hours, some others say it's like 12. It depends on how many routes you do or something. I don't know. I only know I want to know like the true ending if it has a true ending. So we'll see how many streams that one takes. But yeah, since we are done with Hades, and that's why I started. Why did I start this one? I don't know. Basically, I have three or four. Let me check my calendar. Actually, let me check it. One moment. Yeah, I finished Hades and therefore I started playing something else, but that something else is Ori. I don't know. I don't have stuff. Ah, yeah. Well, yeah. What the fuck have I been playing? What the fuck have I been playing? I don't know. Anyway, unrelated to anything. This is more of my own problem. But yeah, I want to have ongoing series and standalone or like shorter series. So there's variety in the channel. I don't want to do the same as I did with the Pathless, which was only Pathless. And if you didn't like the Pathless, then you didn't have anything to watch, and that sucks. And if I streamed more, then it wouldn't be an issue because it would be done in a week. But I don't. Therefore, variety is good. Even though sometimes I forget the controls from one week to another. But we do what we can with what we have. So maybe I'll see you at another time. I'll put the schedule, I'll prepare the waiting rooms. You can click the notify and the bell and the thingy. Sorry. I read the message. I wanted to say hello. I was going to say hello, Evie, Eto. I'm almost finishing now, but I read your sorry and I just went hello, sorry. It's okay. This was a Guerrilla stream. Thank you for coming, Wellport. I hope I see you next time too. So yeah, what I was saying. I prepare the schedules, I prepare the waiting rooms. You can click the bell if you're interested in the mess up schedule. Valid. That's valid. Well, I'm not going to talk about private stuff, you know, publicly. We can talk in DMs. So I'm not going to call you out. But yeah, if you're interested in any of the streams, upcoming streams, you just hit that bell. Tell your friends, maybe. I don't know. I know my friends told another friend and that other friend really liked me. So, and they watch me, so that's nice. You can tell your friends too if you want. You know, there's this person and I watch. They yap a lot. They do stupid voices. and they play weird games. Can we consider them weird? I don't know. Tell your friends, maybe. Leave a like, maybe. If you want, comment, like. I don't know. Do whatever. Valid. Anyway. So yeah, the bot will be here. So you can watch what I did, hear what I talked about. My throat is a bit sore at the moment. I've been yapping a freaking lot. Maybe it's good that I don't really plan to stream tomorrow, so I can rest a little bit. Maybe there's also the issue that I have a bit of a sore throat because I sang for like an hour at work because I was alone. Maybe. Who knows? So yeah, I'll see you at another time. I hope to see you because it's fun having people, even if we don't constantly chat. It's okay. It's okay. At least I'm happy I entertain someone, okay? I'm happy I'm good enough to have in the background. See you at another time. Bye.